KJ and Kylie are just so outgoing. They're a little bit too outgoing. Yeah. Third base coach. I knew that third base coach was in trouble. Heavenly Father, thank you so much for this day, Lord. Thank you for our citizens. Thank you for our city workers. Thank you just for especially our first responders that handled that incident yesterday. Lord, their job is not easy, and we're always thankful for them. Lord, I just pray over our meeting tonight that it will be with our council and that you will lead us in our decisions. Lord, just keep us safe throughout this week. In your name, amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank y'all for coming tonight. I'd like to call this public hearing and work session to order for June 3rd, 2025. First thing that we need to do is do our minute approval for May 20, 2025. I need a motion for approval.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes for May 20th, 2025.
I'll second.
All in favor, show of hands. Passed. We have our reports. So the first one at hand is the finance report.
All council has a memo along with that report.
Okay.
Your packets.
She couldn't be with us tonight. So does anybody have any questions or had a chance to look it over?
I had a chance.
I know we're getting ready to go in the budget, so we've been looking at that pretty good. So, all right. Next is our police department report.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Good evening, Mayor, Council. Lieutenant Hood, I'll be giving the month of May police report from 1 May through the 31st. Area checks, we had a total of 734. Incidents, 225. Total of 8 accidents. 2 of those was injuries. A total of 15 arrests, 389 stops, 150 citations. It was a few more citations with those involving the traffic stops. They break them down in 2 different categories. A total of 134 reports, even though we take reports on every incident. With the picture you see at the bottom, we had a visitor from Miss AIM, which stands for America International Georgia Junior Miss Pageant winner. She'll be representing the state of Georgia in the national in Savannah this year in Alibi, in October. Also, Mayor and Council, we also offer to where if we have an interaction with citizens and citizens don't have the most pleasant interaction with our officers, they are more than willing to come by to the PD department, talk to myself, Chief, or Lieutenant Daniels, and let's try to get to the bottom of this and let's put it on paper. We also got other sources to where we can document to where if we having bad encounters with our officers, we don't want Statham to be recognized as the old Statham. We're moving forward. So let's keep that in mind as moving forward because we don't need that. And then also, as everybody aware, we had a bomb threat at Prestige Academy yesterday here in the city. But we all want to thank the Statham Police Department, Barrow County Sheriff Office, the Barrow Fire Department, the Barrow Arson Division, UGA Sergeant, and the K-9 from their bomb squads. And also, just to let everybody know, this is the 5th one within the Barrow County within this year 2025. Any questions of the police department? And then also, it's another memorandum, something that I attached that I did some homework and some Googles and some searches and stuff. And then it's just something that was brought up since I've been on with the police department and up on with the new administration and the new council as we're moving forward. That's why I say we want to keep trying to move forward with a positive outlook toward the city of Statham.
Thank you, Lieutenant Hood, for that report and for keeping us safe.
Yeah, thank you.
We live in a safe community.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Public Works.
Good evening, how are y'all?
We are great.
It's hot, and we feeling it. Grass cutting's going crazy. As soon as we cut one spot, we're starting back over. All right, so this is May's activity report for Public Works and that umbrella of water, sewer, everything. Of course, we submitted all of our required monthly reports to EPD for the water system. Pull all of our required EPD samples. Repaired several water leaks. Of course, like I stated last month, with temperature changes, the ground changes temperature and creates some leaks. We did touch base on this last month. We had 2 new Public Works employees begin work. They are in their 4th week. We're knocking out some projects. They're getting familiar with everything, and they're enjoying it, and we're enjoying having them here. So if y'all see them, if y'all see Bob and Chris, y'all say hello to them and welcome them. We did finish up the road striping on Broad Street. They went all the way down to Dooley. And then went out from Jefferson to Glen Jackson. And then as you'll see out front, we got the parking lot in the areas downtown restriped. We did, me and Cheryl did discuss, we were gonna have that restriped by City Hall, but we're gonna look at a different project in the future of adding possibly some curbing and fixing that parking area, how it's all broken up between the sidewalk and the front right there. So we're going to look into that, so there's no sense wasting money getting it striped if we're going to rework that area. We did a lot of repairing, replacing, and removing some street signs around the city. And me and Cheryl and Chief has got a plan to go around and look at some excess signs. We've got a lot of signs in this town, a lot of stuff, a lot of old poles and old signs that we're just going to get rid of and declutter. assisted with some items needed for the Spring Fest. I come that day, it looked like it was a pretty good turnout. We implemented a new stop intersection by Railroad Street that Chief and I had talked about. So when you're coming down Second in front of Castos, you'll continue on to either way on Railroad. Beforehand, there was a faded out stop bar there, and the stop sign was on the left hand side of the road. Right. And as Chief will tell you, that's not per code. So so we changed that around, and you'll stop coming 2 seconds on both sides of Railroad, and then there's some signs placed below it. Cross traffic does not stop, so they're aware. Hey, somebody coming down Second will continue on Railroad either way.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Senator Ginn had something to say about that one. He
Okay.
came to visit the last time, so
Yeah.
he said,
So
that is not an official stop sign.
yeah, that's definitely not per the roadway code. So yeah,
So
we got that
thank you
taken.
guys for all of that. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
While you're talking about the stop sign,
Mm-hmm.
the pothole is in front of the stop sign.
Yes, me and Cheryl actually talked about that. And if you'll notice on that side, the police department side where the pothole is, I've not painted the white stop bar there yet because that pothole was there and it was holding water. So I'm gonna get that fixed, and then we're gonna paint that white stop bar on the ground. So that'll be our last. That'll be a repair. That'll be finished up. Yeah. We've got a couple that we're as soon as we're fixing some, we got another 10 more piled up. So, but we're getting to them. And actually, we demoed a new cold patch or a new patch, road patch, asphalt patch last Wednesday. Same vendor. He went out and branched out on his own company. It's more of a asphalt material. It's more pliable. You can actually dump it in a hole that's full of rainwater, and it'll
wow.
form up. Where the stuff we're using now is called rock asphalt. It's got a lot of inorganic material or organic material. I'm sorry, like limestone and stuff like that. But so this new patch that we're going to look at after we move some of this inventory out, we'll be looking at going with them. It's more of an asphalt-based product, so it'll hold up a lot better. And you can actually pack it or run over it with a truck tire to pack it.
Yeah.
With the other stuff, you can only pack it one way. So we're gonna get and it's the same price. We looked at all the pricing on everything. So we've got them set up this week as a vendor. So I'll make an order through them once I get some of this inventory moved out. Use all that other stuff up. We did have Tank Pro, the contract company we use to perform maintenance on our elevated water tank. We had them come out and do a complete washout. We drained the water tank, done a complete washout and cleaning of that tank. That's something normally is required every 3 to 6 years. I'm still wanting to find some old reports. I'm looking through that now of when the last time that was done. But surprisingly, the tank was in pretty good shape. It wasn't that bad. It's pretty clean. But we did have to shut that off and get it. Took them about 6 hours to do, and we contract with that company to take care of that. They'll actually visually inspect and take pictures of everything, of every aspect of the tank, and they're currently building a report, and they'll send that to me. So we finalized some fence quotes for the pole workshop. As y'all are aware, we had some trees removed. We're getting that taken care of. We have started some cleanup on the dog park at Robert Bridges. We've cleaned up the inside. This part one, we got all that taken care of, all the debris and everything cut. It's looking decent in there. We're going to go in and take a couple little straggly trees out, and then the next step we'll go and replace some damaged boards, some damaged fenced areas, and there's a large drive-through gate in the back side. We'll have to replace that gate and some fencing. So once we get all that done, that part should look pretty decent. I think we're going to pour a little bit of concrete at the entrance where you walk in the walk-through gates, and the water line going to the little dog fountain busted over the cold spell over the winter. We're going to get that fixed here in the next week or so.
Cool.
So that project is going on right now. We're going to get it knocked out pretty soon. Excuse me. And then we've also began working to repair the walking bridge at Robert Bridges Park. Did receive, waiting on the quote that come out yesterday for the last welding quote to do the custom handrails on there. Been waiting on that, and we went and purchased all the material last week, all the lumber to replace the platform. Had a plan of getting out there this morning, actually talking to Frank about that today, had a plan of getting out there this morning and getting it all knocked out while it was still cool, and you know, of course, 10 different things pop up. So we're going to get started on that first thing in the morning, get that platform back up, and then once the platform's up, they can come in and do their. Once we select look over the quotes for the railings, select a vendor, and we'll go that route, and that'll be completed. Let's see. We have begun renovations. We're doing it in-house at the Poet Workshop to add a new break room for the guys. And the current break room / office area they're using now, I'll be able to put all the files for the water and streets and everything in there, and that'll become my office. We are doing that in-house, so all it is material cost. We did, and y'all more than welcome. I welcome y'all and invite y'all to come check it out. I'm pretty proud of the guys. They've never done any kind of construction work like that, and we got out there Friday afternoon, and we've got the room pretty much built.
Wow.
Now we just got to do some purdying up and put some countertops in there, and it'll be done.
I'm glad you got AC in there now.
Yeah, we've got the AC in there, and that AC unit has actually been off since it's been installed because it hadn't been closed in. So we'll have to insulate the wall and close it in, and we'll be done. But like I said, we are doing those repairs or renovations. In-house, and it'll just be material cost. I've got a background in some construction work, so we're trying to keep everything in-house as we can. Nice. And I did perform a punch list for bond release for Statham Place development, going through looking at all the roads, the sidewalks, the curbing, the gutter, the water lines in there. I got with that developer, and surprisingly, I met with the developer, talked to him on the phone, kind of recognized his voice, and got out there, and it was someone I previously worked with at another municipality with a previous development. So they're going to get all that taken care of, and then they'll request for bond release, and I'll go over and inspect all that. We did finalize the purchase of the limb truck, City of Winder. Got that today and went to tag off, so we got that done. So we'll be seeing our new limb truck rolling around pretty soon, get all caught up. And last but not least, continued all the grass cutting. Like I said, this is a big old circle in the wintertime, especially with all, or the summertime, especially with all the rain and weather we've had. So as soon as we're cutting one spot, we're going to another. I do ask if y'all see any low-hanging limbs, walking areas, pedestrian areas, y'all just let us know or shoot me an email. I mean, we're going out every day trimming a limb or cutting this or cutting that. So y'all just keep me updated. I've already got with Ira and Daniels as well. They got their officers kind of looking around when they see driving around. If y'all see any areas, they're hollering at us. I think you're setting it up through Naomi. I guess she'll send like a one-time email, like once a week. That's correct. Perfect. So they're helping us out there. Any kind of road signs or anything they see, because they're constantly on the road. So we're all here for common goals. So let's all work together and get that done. So. Like I said, if y'all see anything, let us know.
Great job. I've been hearing great stuff.
Long-winded tonight. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The paper was short, but I was long-winded.
Thanks, Brett.
Yes, ma'am.
Is there any update on the spring?
The spring. So it's temporary. It's online. The spring is online and producing water daily. The drawings, I'll have to get with EMI again. I'm actually going to make a phone call out to them tomorrow. Our engineer. They were in the final phases of design. I did meet with them a few weeks ago about placement of items in the building, the new layout, and made some adjustments. And we are looking at doing some changing on a few items. So I will touch base with them on design again. So just takes a little bit of time when they're trying to get something pushed through, and then finally once it's designed, hopefully we can see some result. So anybody got any questions? All right, thank y'all. We appreciate it. And like I said, thank y'all for everything y'all get us to do our jobs.
Yeah.
Thanks, Brett. And we look forward to you being completed over there at your place, and we'll have an open house.
Yeah, y'all come on out. Like I said, it ain't much, but it might not look much, but it is.
Hey, it looks great compared to what it did look like.
We've had a lot of work done, and I'm proud of the guys.
Yes.
Yeah, those new guys, I stopped by one day and they had gotten out there and organized the whole thing by themselves.
I know.
So
Yeah, it looks awesome.
it looked really good.
Good.
So good job to those two.
Oh yeah, I've praised them every day for sure. I come in a few weeks ago about I don't know, lunchtime or so. I'd been out that morning with the daughter's pre-K graduation, and I come in and it just I didn't know I was in the right place. They had took the initiative and went out there. I mean, the guys have really been jammed up. So if y'all see any of the guys, y'all please thank them.
Yeah.
Doing a great job. Thanks.
All right.
Thank y'all.
Now on to the mayor report. I attended the National Day of Prayer. I attended the Literacy Board meeting, Northeast Georgia Medical Center Business After Hours, Northeast Georgia Regional Commission meeting, went to a legislative briefing at the Georgia Club through the chamber, met with the Finance Committee, also met with a new Northeast Georgia Regional Commission Executive Director. She came out and spent a couple hours here in Statham, and that was really delightful, and she caught us up on some things that grants and things that we might be able to be eligible for. Met with Morgan Klein about our baseball fields and ongoing lease on that. We had a great season. We brought in some good revenue there. And so we're excited about going forward this new season again with leasing the fields out at Hillman. And at the end of the month, I did attend the Women in Business meeting. So that is my report. Anybody on the committee have any reports?
Mayor, I'll give the tree committee report. We had a Statham cleanup day back in March. Thank you so much to my fellow council members. Thank you also to Public Works and numerous private citizens who came out and helped us with the cleanup. And our next meeting is right here, August 18th, 6:30.
Anyone else?
I will. I just want to remind everybody of the Independence Day event that we're having here in town. It's July 5th from 5 to 10, and there'll be food trucks, a DJ, some games, and then fireworks following. So hope to see all that.
Come out and have fun in downtown, beautiful downtown Statham. Anybody else have anything to report? Okay, good deal. We're going to go into our discussion items, and first and last would be Shannon Hammond with Adult Literacy Bureau. I'm so glad she's come out tonight to talk to you guys. I've been sitting on the board for a couple of years, and this is one of my niches. I know everybody knows that literacy is number one on my list, and I'm so glad you're here today. And she's going to tell y'all a little bit about what they do and what her needs are.
Thank you. And I also want to thank the city of Statham for a recent check that we received, some financial support, and we really rely on support from the community to be able to provide the services that we do have. So Adult Literacy Bureau, I'm the Executive Director, Shannon Hammond. Thank you for having me this evening. And as Mayor Krause says, she sits on our board, as does Ms. Gail Steed, who I know a lot of you all know. We are a 501c3 nonprofit that has been in existence in the community since 1993. So we're not new, we've been around. We are what's called a Certified Literate Community Partnership, and we just recently re-upped our certification there. We're primarily a collaboration with Lanier Technical College, and what we do is Lanier Technical College offers courses, GED preparation courses, English classes for adults, citizenship classes, and Lanier Tech provides those courses, which a lot of them are already free, but there are still costs for the participants in those courses, like purchasing books and other things. And so we, as the nonprofit part of that, are able to provide funding to purchase books and materials. We help people pay for their GED tests and things like that. We recently, and I'm really excited about this, applied for and were granted a Dollar General Literacy Foundation grant in the amount of $10,000. So it's the first time our organization has received that grant, so we're very proud of that. And what I wanted to speak with you all about tonight is that grant, that funding is earmarked for increasing or expanding our English classes for adults in the Barrow County community, and also GED classes, and specifically GED classes in Spanish. I don't know if you're aware that folks can complete their entire GED preparation and take the test in Spanish if that is a need, and we do have some folks who that is a good option for them. So I was talking with the mayor and about gauging your interest in expanding and having possibly some adult literacy bureau classes that actually meet in Statham, to kind of stretch our reach this direction. Most of our classes take place at our office or our location, which is at the Wimberley Center in Winder. We do have a couple of classes that meet in Auburn. The city of Auburn allows us to use the Perry Rainey, their community center. So I'm not coming before you to ask for financial support right now. I am just asking for you to consider whether you would be interested in us using some of this grant funding that we received to expand here in the city of Statham. So we would love to do that if that's something that you would like for us to do. I talked with the mayor about using this space, or there may be some other space. So I just wanted to present that as something that we would love to do and gauge your interest. So I don't know if you have any questions or if it's something you want to discuss later. Either way is fine with me.
How would you bring that here? I mean, to a place and have classes?
Yes, sir. We have people wanting to sign up for classes all the time, and we have lots of classes that run on a regular basis, both in the daytime. We have Tuesday and Thursday morning classes, but we also have evening classes. And what I envision in Statham would be an evening class, and people, daily, we have people calling wanting to sign up for classes. And it would just be really nice to say you could take classes here at the Wimberley Center, or we have classes in Statham. And I just think with the population growth that we've seen, that there may be a need for some classes here in Statham. And a literate community is a stronger and a better community. So I would love to be able to provide services here in this community.
Do the classes run a certain time frame? Like say you signed up as like in a block or something?
They run, we run classes year round. We kind of follow Linear Tech's quarter schedule, not exactly, but we do. So a lot of our classes are going to be off the month of July. So I would love for us to look at starting something in the fall. And like I said, either English or the GED or both. We could just kind of gauge the need if that was something you were interested in partnering with us on for location. So again, we're not asking for funding. We got the grant, so we have funding to pay for the instructors and the materials and all that. We would just be looking for a partnership and use of space.
I think it's a great idea. We had classes here before. Is this something that down the road we would have to vote for, or how does, what does the city do about that, to get that?
Say again? Sorry.
Yeah.
I thought the question was
To have those classes here, GED classes?
No, that's, we have the ability to authorize the use of our facilities for such a use.
Oh,
That's
okay.
not something that requires council approval.
Yeah, okay. All right.
So are you looking for a place like this, or would it have to be within a school building?
I would love for it to be probably not in a school building. I would really like for it to be, we have had classes in schools before. I do know that the principal of Statham Elementary has expressed that they have a lot of parents there who need English classes. So the community, there is a need within the community, but I would really like to see it more as a partnership with the city as opposed to offering a class there at the school.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's a great idea. I like it.
Yeah.
okay, thank you. Well, you and I will be in touch then, Mayor. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Okay, now we're open for citizen input. Has anybody signed up for?
There's no one to sign up to speak, but if anybody wants to come from the floor, they can.
Okay, nobody's wanting to speak tonight. Okay, that's great. So I need a motion to adjourn this meeting.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
All in favor, show of hands. This meeting is now adjourned.
Sorry for waking you up, Jody.
I knew he was wrong.